Hello. So I'm changing up the settings for my microphone a little bit, so I hope it's not too loud. We'll see how it goes. And otherwise I'll change it back next time. So if that's the case, sorry about the audio quality, but this is probably just going to be a pretty short stream. So what I wanted to do was make a sort of a start with a window for actually buying and selling cards. So right now, if we run the program, hang on, let me actually change this a little bit so that you can actually see the window. 1 minute, just a sec. There we go. Okay. So right now we have search functions, just very basic ones, but they work. Search for cards. So this just displays the number of cards that you have in your inventory. So you can set your inventory for using the Apollo ID. Now in the future, I'll probably make it so it just takes the ID that's used for that you're actually logged in with in the actual game. But for now, you can it's just something you enter in here, and that I'll keep that as an option as well. So you can actually see what like other people's wallets are. So the Apollo ID 1 has, so this is a developer account very clearly, because it has locked copies of Genesis cards. I mean, unsurprisingly, Apollo ID 1, so this is like the first account ever made, so unsurprisingly it's a developer account. But I mean, you can look at, like, this is my inventory, so you can see the stuff that I have. But yeah, so that part works, but of course, I mean, if you click on this now, it just opens like a blank window, which I made, which is this card window thing. So of course, what you want to do is make it so that, what was that pop-up I was seeing just now? Yeah, buy. Yeah, so of course what I would like to do is make it so that you actually see like some sort of buy screen. Like you should have like the card somewhere in here and prices listings for different prices, and you should be able to make a sell order as well if it's a card that you yourself own. Or at least if you have a wallet connected to the application that owns that card. So I'm probably not gonna, I'm definitely not gonna finish that today, but I can at least make some sort of start. So we'll see how that goes. So what I've made here is just a basic window with one image on it, with an image on it. So first of all, let's see if I can at least make this display the card that I'm trying to open. So for now, card window. Keep losing these things anyway. Card window here. Now that should actually be easy enough, I think, if I just do hang on, how did that work again? Should be able to check in card tile. Oh yeah, source, of course. And we should be able to get a card from the resource factory. How did these cancel tokens work again? Hang on, I'll just check. I don't code in C# often enough. I keep forgetting these sort of small things. Where's the... Yeah. So that should work. Now this is probably not going to work because this is an async method and I can't await this in the constructor. It also doesn't work. And I can't like just make this async, but obviously that doesn't work either. So I'll have to make a separate method. Something like this. And then I'll have to move this here. Does these as well, of course. I think I can just do something like this. Just to test. Yeah. So now at the very least it shows an image. Hang on, so what else would we like to show on here? Well, at the very least, the number that I have in my current wallet is probably a good idea. So here in the main window, I show the number of cards that I have on my account, so that includes plain copies. Here I'm probably going to show only the actual cards that are in the wallet itself. So excluding plain copies, of course. So these are just going to be the ones that you can actually sell from this window, from the wallet that is currently connected. So this might actually be a very short stream. Don't know how much I'm going to be working on this today, but we'll see. One sec. Okay, so let's see. So first of all, I think it'd be nicer to, in this case, show a meteorite copy at first and just update that as we change the like the buy sell setting option thing on the like on the actual card selector, so within the window itself. So for now, let's see if we can update our resource factory to just get a single image without saving it, because what I'm doing right now is I'm just saving these images to disk always, whereas these are not going to be loaded that often, so I probably don't need to save them. Let's see. So the method that I always call is this one, get image card async. So all this does is check if it's available on disk, and if it's not, it fetches the card. Otherwise, it gets it from the disk. Now, this method maybe you should get like an extra option for whether or not you want to save the actual card. Actually, it should get two options. A quality and a bool. So at first, let's fix the other methods for this. So this just always does this. Is it all I need to change? Or no, there's errors, of course. There we go. Probably have to get back to this at some point, because this currently just saves every image for every card the first time it loads, or at least for the plain copies. I mean, maybe I won't change that. Maybe I'll just provide these images with the program itself, so you don't need to load them the first time you start it. That could actually be the best way to do it, maybe, but we'll see. Okay, so let's go back. Resource factory. Okay, so let's make this so it actually works. So quality should be here. Damn it. There you go. Okay, so that still works. Okay, so this is the part that actually creates the file. We'll just do an if save around